Hey there, little one.
Chieftain. Chieftain! Jisya!
Oh, it's you, Sanglo. You startled the little one.
What little one? You're not a kid anymore. You're a chieftain, and yet you're here lounging around? You can't just run off and hang out here for fun, you know.
I'm just taking a nap. Cut me some slack, Brother Sanglo.
You haven't forgotten about the 2 clans we conquered and who've joined us, right? The chieftains are on the way with their people, so you should show up and greet them. Also, messengers from 3 upstream clans have arrived. One wants to join us, another seeks peace, and the third is talking about wiping us out. You've got to figure out how to respond to them.
Well, the last one is a bit tricky, and I'll handle it personally. As for the others, just help me out with them, Brother Sanglo. Those willing to join our clan will accept them, and those seeking peace will treat with respect. As for the ones drawing their weapons, we'll reply with a letter, a declaration of war.
But they don't even have writing yet. Wouldn't it be better to send a messenger with a verbal message?
That's why we must write them a letter. Since they don't know how to write, we'll have the messenger read it to them. The characters you invented are our most powerful weapon, and it's just a shame few understand that.
Even if you say so, I don't quite understand why words can be more powerful than spears and arrows. We're standing firm because we have a mighty chieftain.
Even if you're clueless, our future kin will get it.
Well, what you've been doing always leaves us scratching our heads. But seriously, all things seem to work out fine in the end. Sure, I'll record your words as always. Maybe our future kin will grasp your wisdom better than I do.
Stop thinking of me as some sage. I just have some insights, and that's all. By the way, I understand you record the formal conversations between clans, but do you really have to record our casual chats too?
That's where you missed the point. To you, it's chit-chat, but down the line, it becomes history.
History? So another new term?
This world is full of unnamed things. We simply don't have enough words for them. Before you became the chieftain, I could sum up all I saw in a few words. The things that fly, we call them birds. The things with sharp fangs, we call them beasts. The things with scales, we call them fish. And for ourselves, we call us human. But under your leadership, our clan flourished. Our domain expanded with more people, and we need new words, even if it's just for newborns. Birds in varied hues, beasts in diverse forms, and fish in all sizes demand a range of names.
Oh, really? I haven't noticed that. It's just those clans upstream keep challenging us. We defeated them one after another, moving upstream, and that's all. Well, we've come a long way indeed. It's incredible how the river still looks as vast and endless as when we first set out. When will it start to narrow down? Where does it trickle into a tiny stream?
You're asking about the river's origin, right?
Well, there are too many questions I have in mind. How many people live along this grand river? How much land does it span? And what kind of lives do they lead? If they thrive, can we learn from them? And if they struggle, can we help them?
Well, looks like I've got a lot ahead of me on this road with you.
You don't say. Someday you'll see our clan throughout the whole... Wait, what was that term you invented?
World.
Yeah, the whole world. Since you invented characters, you've named so much. So why not give this river a name too? Invent some new terms, a unique title befitting this majestic river, so that future generations know it was the G-Clan who named it.
You do sound like a chieftain at times like these. But even so, just don't vanish without a word in the future.
All right, ease up. I'll make sure to leave a word before sneaking off next time. And draft another decree for me, informing the entire G-Clan that we're marching to conquer the upstream clan that dared to challenge us. As usual, those willing to join me will march forth, and after victory, the conquered land will be theirs. As for those who decide to stay here, I won't force them to join the war.
Sure. To be honest, there's one thing that's been on my mind for a while. Whenever you issue an order, you've never considered what will happen if we lose the war.
Huh? Why do I have to consider that? If a mountain blocks, we scale it. If a river blocks, we cross it. If a boulder blocks, we break it. If a thorn blocks, we burn it. If a beast blocks, we hunt it. If a clan blocks, we conquer it. To me, the path ahead is just that simple. Why is that mountain white? How interesting.
That's snow, chieftain.
Oh, like the cold stuff that only falls in winter. But it's summer now, right?
Higher places tend to be colder. Perhaps winter arrives early at such a high mountain.
Another unfamiliar sight.
That mountain is known as Snow Mountain by the clans who recently surrendered. They say there's an impasse beneath it. Those who ventured near the mountain never came back. The owner there doesn't seem too keen on uninvited guests. Well, it's pretty absurd that several clans have recently joined us with tens of thousands of people, but not a single one of them is willing to guide us through this mountain range. I wonder what kind of threat is daunting them. Speaking of which, Chieftain, should we halt our advance and send our messengers?
No, not needed. Our opposition doesn't seem keen on talking it out. Sending messengers would just be a waste of time. We've journeyed over 2,000 miles already. All this vast land is under our control, and we have the advantage in numbers. Even the snowy mountains and the impasse won't stop us.
The snow mountain is glowing red. Looks like a fire lighting up the sky.
Fire attracts moths. Let's hope the moths drawn here aren't too troublesome.
Well, we're on our opponent's territory, Chieftain. We might just be the moths in their eyes.
You know, there's nothing wrong with moths being drawn to flames. To a moth, that flame could be the brightest light it's ever seen.
Observation Pavilion checked. Ancient City Alley checked. Outer City checked. No signs of residents. Ming Xiaomin is doing a great job evacuating the citizens here in such a short time, but that specific area... If only the evacuation halfway up the mountain could go as smoothly. Hey, that store looks familiar. Ancient Jingyu Hot Pot. Wait, isn't that the top pick on the 10 must-eat restaurants list on Jingyu Advisor? I had to wait in line for nearly 3 hours just to check out this spot. Now there's no line, but no people either. Ugh, this entire place is deserted. I remember when this street used to bustle with crowds. Maybe I can hit up all the stores on this street now. And I'll snap some pics, then create a special edit with a filter. The headline could be something like, "A shocking sight, unveiling an empty Qingyu city." Before I came here, Qing made it clear, once you reach Qingyu city, follow Master Yuanquan's lead and don't post anything online. But then again, if I don't seize this opportunity, I might never get such a chance again. Let's address the situation first and save the photo talk for later. Oh, you think you're the bosses here now? Get down! Of inspiration! This mountain, a beacon of grandeur and righteousness, towers high, a testament to nature's glorious finesse. The ancient scholars really had a way with words. Seriously? Who's calling me now when I'm out on patrol? Hello? Hello? Oh? This is Tangsu speaking, Your Excellency. I'm currently patrolling the business district. Everything is under control, and all the residents have been evacuated. Do you have guests, Your Excellency? Understood. I'll head down immediately to meet them. That scared me. Note to self, check the caller ID before picking up next time. But visitors being allowed into the city at this hour, with Master Yuanquan personally instructing me to retrieve them, they must be someone significant. I wonder who they could be. That cerulean vapor is back. It's so dense this time. You can almost see it hanging in the air. If I stumble into it accidentally, I might breathe in a lungful of that mist and end up with my brain rusted. The mist up ahead doesn't look too thick. I'll hold my breath and dash through in one go. Oh no, my body is getting heavy. Let's steer clear of these mists. Rocket locked! Fire! We're only halfway up, and managing the mist and animals is already proving tough. The mist at the bottom of the mountain seems denser. I've got to be more careful. The mist ahead is too dense. Let's see. Maybe I should use the mist clearing lamp for us Weisho members. This device is designed to filter out anomalous substances from water. We didn't have enough time to develop devices that completely remove these substances, but this one can condense the vapor from cerulean water back into liquid. It's working! Let's use this opportunity to move out. The mist clearing lamp won't last long, and it can only purify a limited amount of vapor. We need to use it wisely. Wasn't this street supposed to be closed off? Why does it seem like there's still activity on the second floor? Some members are gathering up ahead.
Atsa, what's the hurry?
Master Yuanchuan instructed me to escort some guests down the mountain.
Got it. I'll open the gate for you here. By the way, if you go further up, you might encounter some Tianli residents who haven't evacuated. Try to persuade them and avoid any conflicts.
Understood.
Where did those people go? They're not here.
Hey, I'm in charge of the evacuation operations here.
Ah, it's you folks again. Spare us the lecture, we're tired of it. I have a few questions to ask.
What questions?
How long do we need to stay in the evacuation zone? And when can we return?
We haven't received any updates yet. Until the mist clears, at least.
But the weather forecast just keeps saying the date of mist clearing is uncertain.
Because this isn't just any extreme weather. There's something more to it.
Something more? Tell me about it.
Well, it's a complicated story, not something I can explain easily.
Regardless, we won't leave until we have a confirmed return date. I'm busy now, so if you have nothing else, don't get in my way.
All right. Is there anything I can help you with?
You're not a local here, right? You're not as familiar with this place as we are, so just stop causing trouble for us.
Hey, I'm in charge of the evacuation operations here.
I'm busy. Just spare me the speech.
It's not safe to stay in the city with the mist on Mount Tianque.
Come on, it's just ordinary mist. What could possibly go wrong? Outsiders like you always stir up trouble for no reason, but we...
This is exactly what could go wrong. I'll handle things here. You guys head back into the room.
Let it to fry!
Here's the heart.
Let it to fry!
Where did everyone go? It feels like they were searching for something. Let's put that aside for now. Following Master Yuan Chuan's orders is my top priority. Hey, I wonder if those guests have reached the foot of the mountain yet.
No. This spicy hot pot is making my mouth water. Don't hold me back. Why are you stopping me from adding some durian in the spicy pot? Are you trying to sneak some treats without me? Let me see. Oh yeah! We're getting close. That's Mount Tianque, right? Soon we'll have a view of Shangyu City. Or what? Should I have some pleasant chats with this Miss Big Eye Poker Face? Once I get you to Shangyu City safely, we're all set. Once we get a bit closer, we'll be able to see it. Huh? What's so strange?
Jixia. Jixia. Jixia!
How many battles have we fought with them?
This is our 14th encounter. So far, we've had 3 draws and 11 defeats, but no victories. We've never faced such a setback before.
No victories.
The scouts I sent out have gathered information. Our opponents are the Tianli Clan. They've been here long before we began our journey. They are natural hunters, known for their bravery and combat skills. Many clans along our path have refused to join us in the fight because they fear their strength. Should we consider a temporary retreat to regroup?
Retreat? Why retreat? There's a first time for everything. While they are skilled fighters, they are not unbeatable. I can handle their tactics and strategies, but there's one thing we can't defend against. Their weapons. That's it.
Yes, I've heard about it. Our soldiers from the battlefield mentioned they were using cerulean weapons.
Yeah. Those weapons are way beyond our understanding. Not only is the color unfamiliar, but the material is like nothing we've ever seen. Their weapons slice through flesh and bone effortlessly, and nothing can withstand their edges.
Our people are murmuring that there's dark magic on those weapons, with the souls of the dead trapped inside, making them invincible.
Well, that's absurd. Those wielding the weapons are clearly living people.
The lands for hundreds of miles around the immense mountain bow to the might of the Tianli, led by their renowned Lord of Weaponry.
Lord of Weaponry. How intriguing. Does that mean he's the master of the world's deadliest weapons?
That's the story making the rounds. They claim he was the first to craft those unique cerulean weapons, and ever since then, the Tianli Clan has been invincible. Honestly, I'm more inclined to believe they have some secret techniques for forging those weapons. If only we could get our hands on some of their weapons, that would be something. Despite the clashes, we haven't been able to seize even a dagger from them.
Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot that. Ouch!
Your shoulder! Who dared to harm you?
Well, it was someone interesting who anticipated my dodge.
Jixia, I'll find a healer right away.
No worries. I'll tend to it myself. You said you wanted their weapon, right? Here you go. If my hunch is correct, a material this valuable wouldn't be entrusted to just anyone. Only their leader would be deemed worthy of using such deadly arrows. Lord of Weaponry, huh? Great. I'm looking forward to our next encounter.
I've never been here before, but Shang mentioned someone will be picking us up. It's someone pesky. Seriously. Well, this is the girl who picks us up. A weirdo who enjoys giving her drones names.
Weirdo? Who are you calling a weirdo? You ruined the grand entrance I had planned. And now you've got to fix my Kong.
Come to me. Well,
Calm down! Stop tugging on my collar! We have someone else here!
Sorry, got a bit carried away. Well, before I introduce myself, let me update Master Yuan Chuen on the situation here. Oh, and let's take a group photo first. Say cheese! All right. Oh, wait. I forgot to turn on the filter. Oh, that angle's not great, and my face looks huge. But why do the other two look so good? Taking photos is just mysterious. Let's take one more, and this time, you hold the phone up. Raise it higher? Yeah? Hey, lovely lady, give us a smile. Or use your hand to lift the corners of your mouth. Just don't frown. Perfect. These pics look great. I'm posting this now. Visitors from afar, the magical mix of Qian and Obed. Hashtag Qingyu City. Hashtag Hansa region. Hashtag daily. Hashtag girly fun. By the way, do you have social media accounts here? No? I'll sign you up. It's super easy. And don't forget to follow me.
Hey, snap out of it! Why did that old man even send you here?
please don't post our head librarian's photo on any social media. That might cause trouble for us.
All right. Why is everyone in CAVE so stubborn and old-fashioned? It's the internet age, you know. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Tangzi from Weishu, and my friends call me Atsu. I've got 1 million followers on all social media platforms. Just hit that like button and follow me. Don't give me that look, Sin. Of course I remember what I'm supposed to do. Master Yuan Chuen asked me to escort you into the city because of the situation here. Yeah, you know. Since you're here, I believe you've sorted out the crisis in Sanglin City?
Yeah, it's mostly under control. Shang's handling the aftermath there. But it always feels like our opponent has the upper hand. So we're here to tackle the root of the problem. If we don't fix things here, Sanglin City, or even the entire Grandeur River region won't see peace. By the way, does that old man have a plan?
You'll have to ask Master Yuan Chuen himself. Let's go. He's waiting for you. Before we leave, I need to report to Master Yuan Chuen. Please wait here for a moment. This is Tangzi speaking, Your Excellency. What's going on? The call just... Yes, the signals have been erratic since the cerulean vapor emerged. Let's try to move halfway up the mountain. Let's move. I need to get you back before sunset, or things will become much trickier. The mist clearing lamp has some serious suction power and could be incredibly useful in various situations.
Anyone out there? I'm stuck in here.
Why are there still people stuck in the city? Need a hand getting out, old man?
Thanks, but I'm good. Thank you for opening the door. I can find my way back.
Man, he walks fast. Something is weird about him, though.
He's from the Tianli Clan. Anyway, let's leave them be. Those people are a bit mysterious. Yep. Ancient clan in Qingyu City. We might bump into them again. Master Yuan Chuan has emphasized that we should respect their decision unless things get really hairy.
Hold on. Is that a citizen who hasn't been evacuated yet?
I knew they wouldn't just heed my words and go back. Sin, lend me a hand.
Seems like things haven't been running too smoothly for you in Qingyu City, huh?
We'll talk about that later.
Thank you for saving my skin.
You're welcome. Wait, aren't you the guy who told me to spare the lecture? I did ask you to leave, didn't I? Why are you still here?
We're staying here because a kid from our clan sneaked off. I know this sounds arrogant. We were overly confident in our abilities. So, could you please help?
Certainly. Even if you hadn't asked, we were intending to help. Just head back and we'll find your child.
Huh? Are we really going to help them? I'm supposed to ensure your safety on the mountaintop. All right, fine. I'll post this. Tianli Clan receives aid from Tang Sect. Hashtag Qingyu City. Hashtag Harsa region. Hashtag daily. Hashtag Tianli Clan. Hashtag Tang Sect. The mist is too dense. Even the mist clearing lamp won't help us here. There should be temporary purifiers nearby. Let's activate them.
Huh? That sound is coming from the...
Too many crystal clusters this way. We need to find another route. Let's head down and take a detour.
Thank you for saving the kid. I can never repay you enough. Please, join us in our humble abode and let us express our gratitude properly.
That's unnecessary. Just take your boy and leave Jingyu City. Even if you were hesitant to leave, you understand the situation now, right?
I'm afraid we can't leave. Jingyu City holds the legacy of my clan's ancestors. We can't just abandon it.
But we're not asking you to abandon your homeland. You can come back once everything is resolved, right?
But it's our duty to protect our homeland in times of danger.
This person. Didn't those crazy animals teach you anything?
I might not be a warrior, but we have skilled fighters. As long as we remain within our ancestral mansion, we will handle those beasts.
You know, Sin, before leaving my sect, I heard that the Tianli Clan has deep roots in Jingyu City, and they're even more stubborn than the old-timers in my sect. Master Yuanquan also mentioned that the Tianli people are unique, and if they choose to stay, we should leave them be.
What? What about their safety?
Master Yuanquan didn't spill many details, but he didn't seem too concerned. Maybe those people know how to look out for themselves. Anyway, according to Master Yuanquan, as long as the Tianli people stick to their ancestral mansion, they should be fine.
Ugh, so annoying. Fine, let's just follow that old man's words. Hey, we'll make sure you get home safely.
Thank you so much. This way, please. There's a shortcut to our ancestral mansion.
Huh? Oh, you're asking about that. Yes, Tian does regard cranes as a symbol of good fortune, but they aren't worshipped in every household. Jingyu City is an exception. Now, what was the story again? I remember Lord Yuanquan mentioning it. Ah, yes. During the founding of Jixia's kingdom, a strange crane descended upon a mountain peak. The people at the time saw it as an auspicious omen, and they even recorded it in the history books. Later, the crane was kept in the palace gardens, though not in the usual sense. Back then, people revered this beautiful bird, allowing it to come and go as it pleased. Over time, it became linked to more and more legends. One account claims the crane was immortal, and as long as it remained on Mount Tianque, the dynasty founded by Jixia would never fall. But when it flew away and never returned, it would mark the end of Jixia's dynasty. Another tale tells that the crane's feathers would change colors over time, white for 500 years, then red for the next 500, followed by blue for another 500, before returning to white once again. The cyclical transformation was seen as a reflection of the eternal rise and fall of the world. But after Jixia's final journey and disappearance, the strange crane was never seen again. Over the years, people on Mount Tianque occasionally heard mysterious bird calls with no known source. It was believed to be the call of Jixia's crane. As the saying goes, the crane calls in the 9 gullies, its voice heard in the heavens. These are just things I've heard from others. If you're really interested, there's someone in Weisha named Ming Xiaomin who's an expert in this field. You could ask her when you get the chance. Enough of that. There are plenty of crane statues around here. We'll see more later. Let's go visit the ancestral home of Tianli. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Can you fix it?
Hey, why are you still there? Come to me or you'll wander off into the mist.
So, you're Outlanders, huh? It's a pity I can't give you the tour right now, but once the situation is sorted, I'll show you around the Royal Palace. For free.
But isn't that a popular spot? Don't we need to buy tickets?
Well, visitors do, but we've been around for ages and all the attractions in Qingyu City are free for us. I can arrange things a bit so you can enter as my relatives.
But isn't that like sneaking in? Sing wouldn't approve of that.
Well, let's call it flexible kinship. Yeah! You saved my boy, right? So you've given him a second chance at life, making you his godparents and my relatives. Wouldn't you agree?
Journey of a Tang sect disciple as a Tianli Clan member in Jingyu City. Oh, this plan rocks. Guaranteed to reel in more followers.
And hey, if you're looking to get some ancient Qingyu-style souvenirs or traditional Tianli handicrafts, here's a tip. Skip the stalls and head straight online. They're all churned out by the same factory anyway.
Huh? But aren't you Tianli people live streaming the crafting of handicrafts?
Seriously, who's got time for actual crafting nowadays? Sure, the few pieces showcased in the streams might be authentic, but the rest? Mass-produced. Why break a sweat when you could just tap a few buttons and rake in the cash? But, you know, factory-made ensures quality control and all that. If it's truly handmade, I doubt the quality.
I see.
But that's fraud!
Hey, let's not jump to conclusions. We're from the Tianli Clan. All our designs are steeped in tradition, and we manually operate those buttons. So, what's fraudulent about our traditional Tianli handcrafts?
All right. What about the classic bronze wares in the antique market? Are they the real deal?
Well, the wares are made of real bronze, and the styles and patterns are genuinely classical. As for whether they are antique, let's think about it this way. When you adorn your space with these bronzes, it's all about the vibe. Who cares if they're truly antique when you've got that vibe, right?
Geez, they say you Tianli people are stubborn, but you know what? You're staying current much better than the old-timers in my sect.
Thanks for the compliment. It's all about making ends meet, you know?
Your weapons are quite unique. I've never seen weapons like these before.
Just some items handed down from our ancestors. Solid and dependable. Nothing too flashy.
You talk a lot about your ancestors. Is your tradition a big deal for you?
Absolutely. We're an ancient tribe, and tradition runs in our veins. How could we have survived through the ages without holding on to our heritage? Honestly, our ancestors prohibited us from leaving Qingyu City. Despite the changes over the centuries, our clan has remained steadfast since the city's construction. We thought we'd seen everything in the world, but truth be told, this is the first time I've encountered beasts with metal scales.
Hold on, what did you say? You saw metal scales on those beasts?
Yeah, didn't you notice? Oh, I see. Only a few of them have developed those metal scales, while most still appear normal, just a bit unusual in size and skin color.
Quiet down.
Mind if we swing by your place for a bit? We'd love to learn more about the metal on those beasts.
Of course, I was planning to greet you as our esteemed guests.
By the way, is your walkway sturdy enough?
Absolutely, it's rock solid. crafted by our clan, tested for durability and safety, capable of bearing tons.
Gosh, I just hope we don't end up victims of your traditional craftsmanship.
Wait, the ground is shaking. Take my hand, Sia.
Debris falling. Watch out!
Trust me, this is not how it usually goes.
That boulder is too huge. Move back. I can't stop it.
We're almost there! Our ancestral mansion is just up ahead!
When will these things ever end? Are you opening a monkey zoo here or something?
Enough with the sarcasm! Just throw your weapons!
Who's being sarcastic now? I'm running low on ammo.
I know it's urgent, but let's not panic! Help me! Patriarch! Help me out! If I don't make it, Patriarch, please save my kid! Save the future of our clan! And save the future of Jan!
A spark of inspiration!
What a relief.
Spark of inspiration!
You can all rest easy now. No, our patriarch is here.
The patriarch of the Tianli Clan?
That's right. I can't say much about his other talents, but when it comes to fighting, he's second to none.
Looks like you've run into a bit of trouble.
Leecher, the patriarch of the Tianli Clan. I thank you for saving my people, outsiders.
I've confirmed there's only one of them, Lord of Weaponry. This could be a trap. Do we take the shot?
Ready your bows, but do not release any arrows without my command.
Yeah.
Amidst blooming vetch, my steps take flight, my love's words a promise bright. Yet the year's end draws near, his absence whispers a lingering fear. Amidst blooming vetch, I wander, my love's words, a promise to ponder. Yet his return remains unseen, my concerns linger in between.
Knock the arrow. Halt there, stranger. State your business.
Xixia, the chieftain of the Qi clan, greets the Tianli Clan patriarch. Aiming arrows at a guest isn't exactly our idea of hospitality.
Do you realize your predicament? A word from me, and you'll meet your end.
Yet here I am, alive and well. So, we still have a chance to talk this through, right?
You've got some nerve. I am Legion.
I've brought only this humble gift. Please accept it as a gesture of goodwill.
I crafted this arrowhead with my own hands. You took it from me, and now you're calling it a gift.
We've clashed 27 times, and only once have you left one of these arrows on the battlefield. The one that lodged in my shoulder, to be precise. I figured this arrowhead must hold such significance that even the Lord of Weaponry wouldn't wish to discard it. So I've come to return it personally. Is my sincerity not a gift?
Let's cut to the chase. What exactly brings you here?
I've come to propose a truce.
A truce. I don't recall being defeated by your people. Do you really believe you hold the upper hand to propose a truce?
It's true that you've got superior armor and weapons, and we struggle to match your military might. However, we have vast lands and numerous people. While we may lose many battles, all it takes is one victory over you. You may keep winning, but one defeat, and you'll lose it all. Winter is approaching, and your recent focus on us may leave you short on manpower for hunting and winter preparations. Can you tough it out?
You think threats like that will intimidate me?
I'm sure you caught the melody I sang earlier.
Yeah. But I don't quite get that vetch or whatever.
Vetch is a plant with purple flowers, and it's edible. It thrives where the Great River flows, much warmer than here. That's where our journey began, all the way upstream to your territory. From the lands of endless winters to the fields blooming with vetch, it's all our territory. You know I speak the truth. With our lands tenfold yours and our people 100 times as many, we will prevail in the end. Even the toughest dam won't hold back a relentless river forever. But that's not what I'm after. That song is called Blooming Vetch, a popular tune among my people. The war is about to end, yet for some reason it doesn't. The end of the year is around the corner, yet the soldiers haven't returned home.
Your people are longing for home.
Exactly. If this continues, both sides will suffer even greater losses. That's why I'm here. Let's end this war once and for all. We aim to unite, not obliterate. We don't seek an endless conflict.
What exactly do you seek?
We seek a world where our clans can coexist and prosper in peace, without the need for battle or starvation.
All right, but under one condition.
Please, go ahead.
You show courage by coming here alone. However, in our tradition, once a war begins, there is no middle ground. Only victory or defeat. So, you and I will have a final showdown.
Just the two of us?
Yes. If I lose, we will yield to you.
Fine. And if you win, we will leave immediately. and never return again.
Good. It's settled then.
3 claps of our hands to seal our pact. If either breaks it, he shall be cursed by both heaven and earth.
What weapon will you use? I remember breaking your sword in our last duel.
You've got a good memory. With my clan struggling to find an intact weapon, I'm left with this half-burnt stick.
You're quite straightforward.
No harm in being honest with you.
We have plenty of cerulean crystal swords. Choose one for yourself.
You're giving me a weapon.
Of course. The Lord of Weaponry is not one to take advantage of his opponent's mishap. The outcome won't change regardless. If I win too easily, it will be dull for me, and you'll die without a proper fight.
That'll be your last mistake, Legion.
Ah, here we are. Make yourself at home here for the night.
Just let me be clear. This is a token of gratitude for saving my people. We promise your safety until the fog lifts. After that, you must depart, and we're square.
Mind your manners, Patriarch. If this ends up online, nobody will come to our Tianli B&B ever.
Tianli B&B?
It's, well, a fresh take to showcase our cultural heritage. Let's not dwell in on the details, Patriarch.
Huh. Sounds weird. Anyway, I'm off.
Feel free to walk around before nightfall. Dinner is on its way, and the mist is thick outside, so it's best to stay indoors. Please don't mind it if our Patriarch gives you a long face. He's just going through a rebellious phase and has a bad temper, and we'll sort him out later. Oh, hey! Aren't you an influencer? Feel free to post pictures on your socials here. We're thinking of turning some cabins into a restaurant. But, you know, those buildings are too ancient, and dealing with the Bureau of Cultural Relics and those fire regulations is a headache.
You've got a sharp eye for business, but why is your Patriarch looking like he's totally out of the loop? Are you keeping him in the dark about all this? Pocket money? But I thought he was the Patriarch.
Well, he's still young and naive about society. To ensure he develops good spending habits, we older clan members must manage the finances for him.
That's quite the limited Patriarch. Good thing it's not like that in my sect.
This This mansion sits halfway up the mountain.
The water's all good. Next month, I'll upgrade the nitrification system. If it wasn't for maintaining the water flow, I'd turn into a pond and raise fish. Yeah. Oh, you're the Patriarch's guests.
The water here differs from that of the Tianchi Lake. Pure, untouched by pollution.
Of course, we source our water independently. Our ancestors strictly forbade us from drinking the Tianchi Lake's water. Back in the day, we had to divert water from far-off mountains, and now those canals are cultural relics. Everything is much simpler these days. Just hook up the pipe to any water source that's not the Tianchi Lake and it's done. You can even order barrels of waters online. Modern life is so convenient. Our ancestors really put in the work for this water pipe, but, well, it's just one pipe. Won't cut it for the whole Qingyu city. Well, even though we don't use water from the Tianchi Lake, we hope this crisis eases up soon. The government staff really needs to step it up.
This mansion looks ancient. Maybe we can chat with some elders to learn about its history.
Legend has it this mansion was constructed in the era of our first forefather, Li Jun. That was when Jixia first unified the land. Short after Jixia took the throne, he jetted off on a grand tour, leaving Li Jun to hold things down in Qingyu City as regent. Li Jun met a mysterious end shortly after taking the reins, and all that remained of him was this mansion. Through fires, quakes, and battles, it's been battered but always rebuilt in the same spot. This place is our foundation. Throughout history, numerous emperors have tried to uproot us, shuffle us off to cities or distant lands. But here we are, standing firm. Our first patriarch, Li Jun, decreed that we never abandon Qingyu City. And look at us now. While our rivals have crumbled to dust, we stand strong. And will stand for ages to come.
The back of the mountain isn't in this direction. Oh, that guy over there seems like a guard. Let's ask him.
Oh, you're the guest of the Patriarch, right? Feel free to wander around. Just, steer clear of the back of the mountain. It's sacred to our clan.
I think we can stop now. I'm starving. My stomach's rumbling.
Are you ready to unwind after your long journey, esteemed guests?
All these ingredients are from Qingyu City, where the royal officials of old used to savor similar dishes. Try these traditional flavors we've rediscovered.
Watch your manners, Sin. We're guests here.
But why bother? I'm totally starving after a day of fighting. Oh, these noodles hit the perfect chew. The soup tastes great. I could go for another bowl.
Ha! We use mountain spring water to cook these noodles, ensuring top-notch quality.
Huh? So it's not from Tianchi Lake atop Mount Tianque? I thought...
We never use water from Tianchi Lake, little girl.
What is that?
It's a tradition. Like our prohibition on leaving Qingyu City. It might not matter much now, but in the past, without a water supply, we had to trek far for water daily.
That's weird. Why did your ancestors create so many weird rules?
A piece of advice for you, little girl. Don't bring up that legend in front of our people.
What, is it taboo or something?
The legend itself is not taboo. But Jija is. I know many see him as humanity's first ancestor, but we don't. We have our own ancestor, Li Jing.
Let's set aside Li Jun's tales for now. Your tone suggests you're not quite fond of Jixia, right?
No, I'm not. As for the reason, according to our lore, Jija betrayed Li Jing in the past, leading to his gruesome demise.
Really? But I thought history books painted them as close friends.
Maybe they were friends once, but people change, you know? In our folklore, the first Qian dynasty was a joint effort of Jixia and Li Jing. Jixia was unable to defeat our ancestor, so he proposed ruling the world together. Out of trust, our patriarch Li Jing let him establish his capital on Mount Tianque, originally our territory. Jixia then turned treacherous, scheming to kill Li Jing and seize power. Following Li Jing's death, the Ji Clan feared the mighty Tianli Clan, leading Jixia and his followers to oppress us. Our people endured hardships. The strong were enslaved to build the city, and the elderly and children were mercilessly slaughtered.
This is totally different from what's written in history books.
The Ji Clan values written records, while we cherish oral traditions. Over time, their records became the accepted truth, while our songs and epics got neglected. Well, don't take it to heart. Think of it as folklore. After all, it all happened thousands of years ago, so nobody can say for sure, right? Some past stories have blurred between history and myths over time. While it doesn't matter what you outsiders believe, but my clan takes our ancestral teachings seriously. So, a reminder for you. Don't mention anything about Jixia in front of our people.
That clarifies the stubborn aspect.
Do you have more?
Shin.
No, I'm really sorry about this. We didn't anticipate such a hearty appetite from you. We've run out of dishes for today. We'll take note of this. Seems like we'll have to prepare more food when we open our restaurant.
Yeah. Struggling to sleep? The moonlight is bright. Let's step outside and take a stroll. That sound is coming from the back of the mountain. And they look like a child's footprints. We shouldn't intrude on their sacred land. All right, I'll go with you. Let's follow those footprints. Hold on, that's...
It's the outsider! Why are you still out at this hour? Just don't tell my parents. I was so bored that I sneaked out the window. I don't know either, but the adults always warned us to stay out of there. But my friends said that they heard some strange noises behind that gate, so I got curious too. Maybe there's some sort of monster sealed there. I'm feeling sleepy.
So it's you. Stay back. Leave those beasts to me. And we'll discuss your intrusion into our sacred lands later. Is that how outsiders address hosts nowadays? Well, just call me Leecher. I believe my people warned you not to roam without permission. What's up? Too dull to sleep peacefully? Seeking thrills by trespassing our sacred lands? I see. You're struggling to sleep. Things could be worse. If you were affected like those animals and lost your marbles, I'd have to... The Bureau of Cultural Relics will come here for this hole in the wall. Forget it. I'll have someone else handle it. Its feathers have turned to metal. It's amazing that it can still fly. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not blind. And those animals, their eyes all turned green. What exactly is going on at Mount Tianque? Lucky for you, I'm on patrol tonight, or your safety would be in question. Also, while I let you stay tonight, wandering freely within my clan wasn't part of the deal. What are you snooping around for?
Huh? Hey, Brother Cha! Why are you still out at this hour?
I could ask you the same.
I was bored, so I suggested a game of hide and seek with the guests, and we ended up here. What are you doing here, Brother Cha? I see. You're playing hide and seek too.
Nonsense. And I've told you to call me Patriarch in front of outsiders.
Come on, it's all the same. Brother Cha is the Patriarch. The Patriarch is Brother Cha.
Fine. All right. Didn't your parents tell you not to sneak out at night and playing hide and seek with our guests?
They did, but it was so dull. You're all busy, and only they had time to play with me.
I'm sorry for the trouble. Now's not the time for games. I'm taking you back now.
Please, Brother Cha, don't tell my parents about it.
No guarantees. All right, time to head back. Come along. I'll escort you back to your rooms, too. Once dawn breaks, feel free to head out on your own. The Big Dipper is bright. The mist is almost gone. Didn't think it would end like this. Look, Legion. Check out those stars.
What's that?
I call them the Big Dipper. They always point north. When its handle points east, it's spring. When it points south, it's summer. When it points west, it's fall. When it points north, it's winter. That's how I guide my people to plow in spring, farm in summer, harvest in fall, and hibernate in winter at the right times. They've also been leading us straight west on this journey. Even for myself, it took me several years to figure out this pattern.
So, you fought your way here with this Big Dipper and your shabby weapons?
Speaking of weapons, who can claim to be the top weapon maker in your presence?
You still have that humor. Seems the cerulean crystal sword hasn't seen your full potential yet. Let's go. I'll craft you a sword worthy of your skills.
Sure.
Please go. No need for a farewell.
See you later, brother and sister. Let's play again next time.
You didn't cause any trouble last night, did you? Is it just me, or did their expression turn even more sour as we were leaving?
Hey, why are you staring at me?
Who knows? Maybe some troublemakers sneaked in and ransacked their kitchen in the dead of night.
What did you just say?
Oh, it's nothing. Just talking to myself. What's on your mind, head librarian? A crane? Well, while there are many crane reliefs and statues in Qingyu City, they're mostly cultural relics. Ecologically speaking, cranes are typically found near wetlands by rivers, right? They wouldn't normally go to a high place like Mount Tianque except during migration. What was so unusual about it? That was probably just your imagination, head librarian. How could there be a bird that huge? By the way, what do you think of those people, Shin?
Their noodles are super tasty.
Noodles? Ugh, you're all about food. Haven't you noticed anything unusual about those people?
Are you referring to their tourist scams or selling mass-produced stuff?
That's the term one would expect from the erudite head librarian.
Come on, speak in plain language.
Those people are extraordinary. Field of vision refers to the limit of what the naked eye can perceive. For example, to explain red, the audience should understand the concept of colors. But those people see colors in anomaly, which only we're supposed to see.
Precisely. Regular folks don't see what we do. To them, things outside their field of vision get altered and rationalized. Most people see contaminated animals as greenish. They don't grasp that crystals are growing on their flesh. But those Tianli people perceive things as we do. I wonder if Master Yuanquan knows anything about this. Wait, is he being lenient with them because he's already aware of this? I don't get it. Let's keep moving. The mist is too dense. Even the mist clearing lamp won't help us here. There should be temporary purifiers nearby. Let's activate them. If you get the angle just right, you can activate multiple purifiers in... Great job! You're getting the hang of using this mist clearing lamp. You can keep it. Signal's much better now. Watch my back, Shin. I'm contacting Master Yuan-Chuan again. Oh, the mist is clearing up. I'll try contacting Master Yuan-Chuan. No luck. Let's move upward before giving it another shot.
I am the place!
The mist is back. All right, we should have some peace for a little while. Let me reach out to Master Yuan-Chuan for now. This is Tangzi speaking, Your Excellency. Last night, we encountered cerulean vapor and rampaging beasts, so we had to seek refuge at the Tianli Clan to ensure the head librarian's safety. It was a hasty decision, and I regret not being able to inform you promptly.
No worries. Your quick thinking was commendable. How are you and the head librarian faring now?
All is well.
I'm awaiting you at the heart of the royal palace. Please escort our esteemed head librarian there. You will be passing through the dam, and the situation there can be precarious. It's essential to protect the head librarian and deliver our esteemed guest to me safely.
Sure. Let's go ahead. You heard Master Yuan-Chuan, right? He's waiting for you. We're almost there. Once we climb up here, it's the restricted area open only to royal members.
I remember reading a book about the royal palace in Qingyu City. It detailed a perennial waterfall cascading from the mountain and merging into the Grandeur River.
Yep, and this is the very waterfall the book talked about. It originates from the Tianchi Lake atop the mountain where the palace is located. When the crisis broke out, we pinpointed the Tianchi Lake as the pollution source, so we promptly sealed the sluice gates to halt the flow. However, the water infrastructure in Qingyu City is ancient. left largely unaltered due to its historical value. So, when we attempted to shut the gates, we discovered many of them weren't functioning properly. We took great efforts in repairing them, but by then, the polluted water had already seeped downstream. Fortunately, it appears the repairs are nearly complete now. Once we overcome this crisis, we'll reopen the gates and restore the picturesque surroundings.
Hatsu, you're just in time. The sluice gates were recently repaired, but these repairs were temporary and lacked foolproof assurances. With cerulean water now pooled here, the cerulean vapor is notably intense. Please be careful. Another of our members will meet you on the opposite side.
Here's the heart.
Please, just go ahead and avoid lingering here. The dam is still undergoing repairs and its stability is uncertain. Moreover, we've detected seismic activity near Mount Tianque. Hopefully not, but the chances are significant.
This must be Master Yanshin's esteemed guest.
Exactly. I'm escorting Head Librarian for an audience with His Excellency.
Behind me is a hidden passage leading to the royal palace. Please pass through it.
All that hard work paid off. The royal palace is just ahead. Choose the world's heart for founding a nation, and choose the nation's core for erecting a palace. This was Jisia's message to his people when he decided to establish his capital here. Over the centuries, it has grown and transformed into what we see today. All monarchs bowed, kingdoms melded as one. Atop Mount Tianque gleams Qingyu, the sun. This excerpt stems from the poem of Qingyu City, written by an ancient scholar. Quite remarkable, isn't it? Ah, here comes our guide. Here, Ming Xiaomin.
Esteemed Head Librarian and Zero, I'm Ming from Weishi, assigned by Master Yuan Chuan to lead you through the Royal Palace. The palace has a complex layout, so please stick close to me to avoid getting lost. In ancient times, not only did the emperor live here, but all the government offices were also housed within these walls. This pathway used to be the minister's route to the court, linking to the main hall by the Tianchi Lake. Unfortunately, it's now submerged due to neglect. This way leads to the Lake Observation Pavilion. That one to the Royal Library, and the pavilion on the other side was for military matters.
Your knowledge is truly impressive, Ming.
Well, it's just part of my job. When not on Weishe duties, I delve into folklore and relic research, specializing in Xingyu City's ancient history.
Ming! Why not explore Shu Customs? You have a Tang sect member right here for first-hand information. I promise you exclusive insights. You could write numerous essays from what I share. Fame and recognition await.
Not interested. You're only after publicity. Forget it. I won't be part of your camera show.
Alas, another failed attempt to sway our Ming Xiaomin.
Your desire for exposure is quite evident.
We've arrived. Tianchi Lake.
Please go ahead, Head Librarian.
Master Yuan Chuan is expecting you and Zero's arrival. We won't be accompanying you any further.
No worries. That old man, Master Yuan Chuan, is friendly and won't give you a hard time.
This is incredible.
What's wrong?
The view from the mountain never used to be like this.
Oh, how was it before?
It was cold before you came here. There were no lights, and at night, all you could see were the stars and the river.
Isn't it a shame to have nothing on such fertile land?
No. Back then, it was just right for us. We Tianli people are toughened by the mountains, wilderness, and blizzards. That was the ideal scenery for us.
So we've disrupted your ideal scenery, I suppose.
That was my initial thought too. But for now, Well, it's not bad. I've never seen a clan as large as yours. How many people do you have?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Hey, Brother Sanglo. How many people do we have now?
I'm trying to calculate, but it's proving tricky. We have over 500,000 capable men and women for farming, and with the elderly and kids, the total must exceed 700,000.
No way, that many already.
I had my doubts at first as well, but based on reports from our clan and others who've joined us, that's the count. Just tallying up the numbers for our people used over 2,000 counting knots, enough to fill numerous carts.
How many clans have joined us?
It's 1,900 miles from the East Sea shores to here. A total of 147 clans, 325 families, and 864 bloodlines have united with us. Of course, we can't mobilize all of them, so most have remained where they were. As for our followers, roughly 200,000 people have come with us.
Wow, that's quite a crowd. Are they getting along well?
Mostly, though there are occasional tensions. Adjusting to new neighbors takes time, especially with so many clans living together.
Got it. When we get back, let everyone know we're halting our upstream journey for a good rest.
Ji Xiao, are you really the patriarch of your clan? Feels like Sang Luo is the one who actually does the management.
That's a good one, Lord of Weaponry. My focus is on those details. For a massive clan like ours, knowing when to advance, when to pause, when to fight, and when to rest is far more critical than numbers.
You know what? Sometimes I think Brother Sanglo might be better suited for this role. Maybe I should pass on the chieftain title to him.
That's a good one too, chieftain. That wraps up our newly cultivated fields for this year.
How about plans for next year's plots? Any ideas on that?
I've already sent people to survey the wasteland. Once that's done, we'll relocate our people there.
How's the progress on clearing the wasteland?
It takes around 10 days for 5 strong laborers to clear an acre. With oxen, it might speed up, but we're short on oxen.
It takes 3 to 4 years for a calf to mature enough to plow, and they eat a lot of grass. Li Jun, could you spare some of those miraculous crystals for the craftsmen to craft farming tools?
Farming tools? You're planning to make hoes and plows with cerulean crystals?
Yeah, we've got plenty of weapons now. If those crystals can handle enemies, they surely can handle rocks and roots just fine. But with our current population and land, we'll need a huge amount of tools. Mind sharing how many cerulean crystals are left?
You really want to know the number?
Yep, but it's okay if you'd rather not say.
Well, it's about time. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere.
Oh, that looks as it's a fantastic spot. This mountain seems endless. How much farther do we have to go?
We're not even halfway there yet.
Wait, hold on. You're not still bothered by our last duel, are you?
Why bring that up now?
Because this place seems so isolated. Perfect for hiding corpses.
Am I that devious to you? If I wanted you dead, do you think you'd still be standing here?
Fair point. Can you keep up with us, Brother Sangluo?
Yeah. I'll manage. Don't worry about me.
Stop acting tough, Brother Sangluo. Let's take a breather.
Thank you, Chieftain.
We've been following this path upstream, Legion. We didn't spot any cerulean crystals at the mountain's base. About 5 miles up, we started spotting crystal fragments among the pebbles, though they were tricky to spot. By the time we hit 10 miles, the crystals resembled gravel. 20 miles in, they were larger, like pine nuts. And now they're nearly the size of bird eggs. So you're leading me toward the source of this stream where we can find a vein of cerulean crystals as well, right?
Exactly. We Tianli folks aren't one to forget kindness. You've shared your farming techniques with us, so it's only fair I share our foraging methods in return.
Now I see why your clan was reluctant to leave this mountain. If we had such a rich mine, we'd stay put too.
My clan has safeguarded this mine for generations. It was only during my reign that we began crafting weapons from it, even though we've never ventured beyond these borders. On the other hand, some so-called peaceful clan nearly conquered the entire region and still sought to expand their domain.
Gosh, you can be quite harsh sometimes, you know.
Weapons made from cerulean crystals are incredibly sharp and shouldn't fall into the wrong hands. If not for your words, I wouldn't have brought you here.
Huh? What did I say?
You.
You mentioned using those crystals to craft farming tools, Chieftain.
Oh, right. That's what I mentioned. Imagine crafting pots with it for tastier dishes, hoes for easier plowing, and wheels for sturdier carts. What's so special about it that it's stuck with you for so long, Lord of Weaponry?
Our chieftain is always like this, a bit carefree. Please excuse him.
Here we are.
The scenery here is truly breathtaking. What's the name of this place?
Tianchi Lake.
Tianchi Lake. A great name.
My clan has safeguarded this mine for generations. It was only during my reign that we began crafting weapons from it, even though we've never ventured beyond these borders. Weapons made from cerulean crystals are incredibly sharp and shouldn't fall into the wrong hands. If not for your words, I wouldn't have brought you here.
Mostly, though there are occasional tensions. Adjusting to new neighbors takes time, especially with so many clans living together.
The view from the mountain never used to be like this. There were no lights, and at night, all you could see were the stars and the river.
Sangluo.
Yes, Chieftain.
As you see, with our people scattered across this vast region, future traffic could pose a challenge. It might be a good idea to establish a settlement. And as for where to put it, what do you think about building it on this mountain, Legion?
A city here? But why?
Why not? Don't you want our people here?
That's not the case. But are your people okay with this? They're not used to mountain life yet. Why not consider building at the mountain's base? Wouldn't that be more practical? I see your point now. If conflicts arise unexpectedly between those clans,
now that we have so many people, it's time to pause. Charging forward blindly might lead us to ruin. Let's hold off on further exploration for now. We need to give our people time to get to know each other.
Get to know each other, huh? Some of those clans have crossed paths with us before, and I'm sure they'll have conflicts with your people down the line.
Well, as long as we can build a life here, this is home. Arguing at home beats arguing out there without a place to return to. And even if clashes happen, your people will help smooth things over, right?
I don't recall agreeing to be a mediator.
Looks like I can rely on you more in the future, Lord of Weaponry.
Hey, Song... whatever. How did your chieftain end up like this?
Sorry, but you better get used to him sooner rather than later.
Has that thing always been there?
I've visited here countless times but never noticed such a pillar before.
This pillar must be ancient.
Oh, can you determine its era of origin?
No, I can't. It's just a hunch. The structure. I'm afraid it has stood here since before humanity emerged.
Hold on. Jisha!
Don't worry, it's sweet. Good to know it's not poisoned. This place is truly remarkable. Let's build our city around this lake.
Yes, Chieftain.
I've been anticipating your arrival. The head librarian of the Library of Babel. Pleased to meet you. This old one is Yuan Chuan of Weishu. I didn't expect the new leader of the Aeon sages to be this young. I was saddened to hear from John Tan that the Tower of Babel, standing for millennia, collapsed overnight. And I heard that many Aeon were stranded in the library, their fate uncertain. As part of CAVE, we at Weishu should have put all our efforts into aiding them. However, with the cerulean water causing havoc, we can barely spare any resources. We even had to rely on your assistance to resolve the crisis in Tianli City. I've received reports. While the crisis there has been resolved, it appears that you've extended the Library of Babel, or at least a part of it, into Qian's domain, head librarian. According to the report, the time in Tianli City has been cut off from our main timeline and trapped in a static temporal realm. Given the circumstances, I believe the only factor causing this phenomenon is you.
Master Yuanchen, are you doubting our head librarian?
No. I believe you harbor no ill will, and I appreciate your help, even if you may not fully grasp the extent of your abilities. The source behind this must be an anomaly. Considering all the CAVE members present in Tianli City at that time, it's logical to attribute it to the Library of Babel. After all, only that enigmatic library could exert such influence over space and time on such a grand scale. While the Tower of Babel has collapsed, its connection to our world appears intact. Jantan informed me that you were chosen by Cosmos, the former head librarian, as his successor. The decisions of the Aeon sages can truly be elusive. Nevertheless, the detachment of Tianli City from the main timeline offers us some respite. I appreciate your aid, and regret not being able to reciprocate at present. Once the cerulean water crisis is lifted, Weishu will do everything to help in the aftermath of the tower's collapse. Let's conclude the pleasantries, shall we? I believe you both must have many questions for me by now. Please, feel free to ask. I'm an open book. An excellent question. He is known by many names. He has roamed far and wide, crossed paths with countless individuals, and left his mark on many lives. If I were to mention a few, you'd likely recognize them all. However, it's his original name that I believe intrigues you the most. Because without his deeds, we wouldn't be having this conversation now. Feng Lin's true identity is the very architect of this palace, this city, and even this realm beneath our feet. Jixia, the first emperor of Qian. Such words might surprise coming from the head of CAVE, but I understand it. It does seem too extraordinary for an outsider. He has traversed epochs when only myths and legends were recorded up to our present era, Another excellent question. But I can't claim to have all the answers. We're confronting an opponent whose history rivals that of Qian. Whatever he aims to achieve, I wouldn't be surprised by his vision. One thing is certain. Jixia is hatching grand schemes. Petty targets won't pique his interest or be worth the effort he has expended. We will do everything in our power to thwart him. Furthermore, our intelligence suggests that Nemesis has an apostle known as the Sower. And all clues indicate that the Sower is none other than Jixia himself. Definitely not. I'm firm on this. To him, Nemesis, and even all humans today, are like mere children. Perhaps he is temporarily collaborating with Nemesis for his own ends, but swearing allegiance is out of the question. Nemesis is not worthy of him. That requires further investigation. However, given CAV's recent setbacks in such a short span, it's hard to overlook the potential connections. I have a feeling, even if we resolve the Cerulean water crisis, Nemesis likely has other plans in motion. But, well, that's a concern for later. Let's concentrate on the present. You journeyed all the way here from Zonglin City. Have you noticed anything intriguing? I'm curious to hear. Ah, so you've already met Li Chu, the patriarch of the Tianli Clan. Well, we've been keeping an eye on their movements. Speaking of Li Chu,
Xin! Ming! Protect the head librarian and Master Yuan Chuan.
it appears the seismic activity in Mount Tianque has escalated.
Your Excellency, due to the seismic disturbances, we had to pause our repairs on the dam, and we lost a crucial supply kit during the chaos.
How's the progress so far?
We're about 70% complete, with some temporary reinforcements in place. However, if we experience more seismic disturbances like the recent one, the risk of dam failure will skyrocket. The supply kit contains vital testing equipment. Without it, we won't be able to detect hidden flaws in the dam structure.
Can we urgently request another kit?
I'm afraid not. These devices are scarce, and the closest one is 600 kilometers away. Even if a helicopter is dispatched now, it would take 3 hours. The longer we wait, the higher the risk becomes.
I see. It seems retrieving the lost kit should be our top priority now. May I ask for another favor from you, Head Librarian? Tell me more about it. A strange question. Well, I apologize for the confusion. It's not that the question itself is strange, but it's odd that you're asking it now. Well, it may be time to disclose those obscure details in history. It seems that the intertwined stories are finally converging together. Don't worry. I'll share the whole story, but it's a long one, spanning more time than I can explain in a moment. I understand. Given the circumstances, it wouldn't be wise to keep anything from you. We are, in fact, standing right on top of the beacon. It lies directly beneath us, at the very bottom of Tianchi Lake. Throughout the ages, we've referred to this beacon as the Dragon Pillar. I need your help in retrieving the kit, because it contains a crucial device that temporarily restricts the beacon's influence from spreading. As you wish.
Master Yuan Chuan, this is something that Xian and we at Weishe should handle internally. Why do you always involve the head librarian from Aeon? That outsider doesn't even grasp the true potential of the library's powers yet.
Well, there's much you're unaware of, Ming. In fact, the head librarian isn't exactly an outsider. Even if we disclose these ancient secrets to the head librarian, I doubt the Emperor would object, given his open-mindedness.
The giant bird the head librarian mentioned? Could it be?
Looks like you've been keeping an eye on them since they arrived. All right, Ming. Follow the head librarian and find out what's going on with your eyes. Consider this a chance to solve that childhood mystery that's been on your mind.
So, our dynasty will be known as Xia, right? I understand. This name will soon echo far and wide. The artisans have finished building the new city, by the way.
Then it's time for our people to move in.
Sure. There's one more crucial thing we need to discuss. The founding of a kingdom is unprecedented. Naturally, it deserves a grand ceremony that will be etched in history.
Yeah, fair point. I trust you to handle that, Brother Sanglo.
Yes, Chieftain.
By the way, are you still calling Jisha as your chieftain? Unifying the world like this is no small feat. Whoever achieves that deserves a grander title.
Like a grand title such as Lord of Weaponry, perhaps?
Absolutely.
To be honest, I've been thinking about that recently. But none of the existing titles seem befitting for this momentous occasion. Therefore, I've come up with a new term. Emperor, I've already sent messages to inform all clans about the grand establishment of Xia. I've also planned out the appropriate ceremonies, rules, dances, and music. The Tianli craftsmen are working day and night, making tripods, utensils, bells, chimes, and other ceremonial and musical instruments using cerulean crystals. And please take this as well.
What's this?
This jade seal is now the Emperor's official seal and token. To prevent fake decrees, all decrees sent from Qingyu City must carry this seal from now on. Calling Qingyu City the heart of the world signifies it as Xia's heart, with the Emperor as the heart of this city. The Emperor's seal is the only thing deserving of these words. I've drafted the first imperial decree, focusing on the kingdom's basic rules. Please review it, and if it meets your approval, I'll get it sent out.
Brother Sanglo, is this getting a bit too complicated?
Please address me by my name from now on, Your Majesty. You're not just the chieftain of the G clan anymore. While these laws and regulations might seem a bit complex, they're crucial for bringing our people together. Even as the Emperor, you're bound by these laws and regulations. No one should cross these boundaries. It's key to maintaining peace within the kingdom.
I understand. But this decree doesn't cover much about the commoners. If vassals clash, ministers strive for power, and officials deceive, how can the commoners safeguard their lives?
What's your idea on this, Your Majesty?
Let's include another clause. Starting today, all weapons must be set aside, and any conquests or conflicts need the Emperor's approval. Vassals, ministers, and officials are not allowed to wage wars or harm the commoners. If the commoners have grievances, they should be able to report them to officials, ministers, vassals, and eventually the emperor.
I understand, but respectfully, it might not be easy for the commoners' voices to reach the emperor.
It might be a challenge to put into action, but it needs to be clearly stated. If we silence the commoners, won't they forever look up to the powerful without a chance to voice their concerns?
Of course, Your Majesty. I'll make sure to send out a decree to all the vassals. In addition, about the date for the ceremony, we need your opinion on this. Our kingdom is vast, and some of the vassals coming from far-off lands might take months to get to Qingyu City. Also, we'll need to find a location to set up the observatory. What's your idea on this, Your Majesty?
You can estimate when the vassals might arrive and pick a suitable date. As for the observatory, we'll build a bridge over that waterfall. The palace is too far away from the common people. If the emperor always stays inside the palace, how can they truly grasp and rule over the kingdom? If we build a bridge on the lake, the emperor will be able to see the people, and vice versa.
I'll get the artisans on it right away.
Song Luo has been searching high and low for you. So you were here for some peace and quiet?
Seriously, I never imagined that being a ruler would be this much of a hassle. It's just one thing after another, a never-ending cycle. If Sang Luo wasn't sharing in half the burden, I'd probably die from exhaustion at the desk. Staring at those bamboo scrolls pouring in all day can drive anyone crazy, so cut me some slack, all right? I need a breather now and then.
Well, Song Luo did send me to fetch you back, but since you're asking, I'll let you off the hook this time. Keep stressing and even the most resilient bowstring will snap.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord of Weaponry.
Stop it. What on earth is that noise?
Still not working, I see. It's just a little something I put together from bamboo after seeing Sang Luo's new musical instruments. I've named it a flute.
Is it supposed to make those terrible noises like you did?
No, I just haven't quite figured out how to play it yet. Musicians use instruments like this with holes too. I just need to master the technique.
Let me have a try.
Huh? Do you know how to play a flute?
No, but back in my clan we used to make whistles out of leaves. Your flute feels a bit like that. Is this really that incredible?
Well, I hate to admit it, your talent with the flute far surpasses mine as the inventor.
Well, it's just like hunting. Practice makes perfect.
You can keep this flute then. Just play it. It's rare to have some leisure time like this.
This here is the ancient Tianchi Lake Dam. Ever since Jixia established this as the capital, all successive emperors had deemed the Tianchi Lake a forbidden domain. They believed the water here could grant immortality and must be kept away from the commoners. The name of the original dam builder has faded with time, but historical records tell of how subsequent emperors reinforced the dam, separating royal residences from common dwellings. This dam has stood strong for millennia. The ancient engineering truly is remarkable.
The ground's shaking. Darn it, the dam's cracked again.
I know a bit about the dam structure. I'll go there and check it out.
Thanks to your help, we've managed to stop the leakage, at least for now.
I haven't read about the reconstruction of the dam at the Tianchi Lake. I just saw the structure and have a question, if you don't mind. This structure doesn't look like the typical engineering design one would expect for a weir or dam. And it's not mentioned in ancient architectural texts like on construction regulations or standardized commandments.
As expected of you, Ming, you've already caught so much with just one glance.
Hey, what's all this about? Sounds pretty complicated.
Ming's talking about those ancient engineering books that set standards. You know what? Forget it, Shin. Just stay naive and innocent.
Whatever. If you don't want to explain, just don't pick on me. But to me, the wood looks like a bridge, right? And if you remove those stones, the gaps would match a bridge, don't you think?
Huh?
Why so quiet? Did I say something funny again?
No. Your mind is surprisingly sharp at times.
Oh, now that you mention it... The dam here seems like it was once a bridge encased in stone for construction. Was this construction method ever used in the past, Ming?
No, at least not to my knowledge. It doesn't make sense. Why would one build a bridge if the intention was a dam in the first place?
We don't have all the details yet, but the head librarian's guess is right. Our survey suggests the dam was originally a bridge. Consequently, its structure is quite different from a standard dam, making repairs extremely challenging. Without specialized equipment for flaw detection, our current fixes are temporary, and even minor geological shifts could undermine the structure again. Weren't you going to retrieve the lost Dropbox? It's nearby, and we've located it and sent you the coordinates.
These are the last coordinates from the...
Wait, there's something in the grass. Oh, this must be it.
2 flaw detection devices, 2 portable generators, and various project components. Good. The contents match Master Yuan Chuan's list.
But what exactly are these components? They look like they were sculpted from stone. And what are these stones meant for?
These stones are intended for sealing off the beacon.
How should we seal off the beacon with these stones?
Huh? You're not sure what to do? Oh, sorry. I forgot to share the details. While the beacon's activation is beyond control, the spread of cerulean water is caused by the anomaly from the beacon. Therefore, physical separation is the most effective solution. Whether by sealing the sluice gates or using this sarcophagus, it is the most straightforward approach to prevent the pollution from spreading. Soon, you'll witness it yourself. We will contain the beacon in a specialized cylindrical sarcophagus to separate it from the lake water. This sarcophagus incorporates Delphic Oracle's technology and was delivered from Delphi 2 days ago. The stone inside is the key to activating it.
Placing the beacon inside the sarcophagus, and its impact will cease. This is a bit too convenient.
To be honest, I've been thinking about it since last night. If I were him, I'd have acted ages ago. Yet here we are, battling the water's spread while he lounges around. All the enemies we've faced so far are those mindless beasts, driven purely by instinct. I can't discern a pattern or purpose to any of this. Like, it's all one big chaotic mess without a mastermind behind it.
What are you talking about? Sounds pretty complicated.
Sometimes I envy your innocence, Shin. How do you keep your head so clear?
Hey, I'm on to you. You must be bad-mouthing me.
What do you think about this, head librarian of Aeon? Agreed. Vigilance is key. Let's head back now. With the detection device, the repairing work can resume. I understand your thoughts. I've pondered the same thing. If this dam was indeed once a bridge, it suggests Tianchi Lake's water used to flow freely, accessible to all. Something significant must have shifted. A certain dynasty likely altered the rules, setting up barriers for rites and ceremonies.
Things have been pretty calm lately.
You're only saying that because Song Luo is handling all the paperwork for you, right?
It's rare to have a laid-back day like this. Let's keep it pleasant. This world.
Jisha. Are you thinking about leaving?
Long ago, I heard tales from certain clans about a colossal mountain in the far west named Kunlun, where pillars support the sky. Some claim the land where the sun sets is a dark, lightless sea called Yuyuan, marking the world's end. Others believe the world has no bounds, as the great river connects to the Milky Way, flowing endlessly from the sky. If you travel upstream, one day you'll reach the stars. Well, it's about time. I should head back for business. Why are you standing there?
What does business mean to you? Is it about meetings, rituals, or feasts? You're free to leave. I said you're free to leave.
But I am leaving. I'm returning to the Imperial Pavilion, you know?
I mean, you're free to leave Tianyu City.
What? You're not taking my words seriously, are you?
I'm serious. I've been watching you these years, and you know what I see? You've worn out. I've seen the real you. Remember back when you scaled that mountain solo and faced me head on? There was a spark in your eyes. A spark I haven't seen in years. You've been handling your duties well, flawlessly even. You brought together countless tribes to form a grand kingdom. Now, this realm has weathered its initial storms and is following the path you and Song Luo envisioned. You've harnessed this world, guiding its people forward. Now that it's in motion, let it carry on its momentum. You don't have to tightly grip the reins all the time, do you? If you're thinking of setting off on your journey, the time is now.
You're right. Being the Emperor, it's truly exhausting, but who else can bear this weight? I can't just unload all the responsibilities on the Song Luo, can I? He can't handle all the political complexities alone. Moreover, if the Emperor vanishes, the kingdom is likely to plunge into chaos, with vassals possibly vying for power or the throne. In that case, all the work I've put in would go to waste.
What if someone were to take your place?
Take my place?
Exactly. You're free to leave this city. I'll manage the rest.
You? You mean you want to help me govern the kingdom?
Don't act so surprised. I've been observing you and Xiang Luo maneuver through the court for years. I believe I can do just fine. Besides, I'm not a lonely emperor like you. When I feel weary and bored, my family will step in and lend a hand.
A lonely emperor. That stings, you know? I was just too occupied to spare any moments.
If you stay here, you'll never be able to spare any moments. But if that's your desire, so be it. When you tire yourself out, I'll have the finest Tianli artisans craft a magnificent tombstone for you.
Legion, a lord of weaponry, will you vow to serve as regent and stand in for the Emperor? Will you vow to be just and faithful? Will you vow to give your all for the people of Xia?
I will. By the honor of the Lord of Weaponry, I will honor the Emperor's trust. The Tianli Clan and I will never leave Xingyu City. We will give our all for Xia. No, for all the people in the world.
An emperor carries the kingdom's burdens and shoulders the grievances of all its people. Now, I pass the mantle of governance to you, and you will face many challenges in the days ahead.
All right, Jisha. Let's just stop here, okay? This formality is starting to feel a bit too much, don't you think?
I'm just doing my part to its fullest so I can pass all the burdens to you with a clear conscience. You have no clue about the mess I've just handed you. But hey, no turning back now.
It's all right. Carry on your journey, Jisha. Go explore the uncharted corners of the world. To the source of the river, to the land where the sun sets.
By royal decree, the presence of Li Jun, the patriarch of the Tianli Clan, is mandated. Henceforth, you shall assume the role of regent, Li Jun. You are vested with complete authority to oversee all governmental matters. Your directives are to be followed without hesitation.
Extend your hand, Legion, the Lord of Weaponry. This seal, crafted by historian Sang Luo, mirrors the Emperor's seal and symbolizes the regent's authority, engraved with the inscription, Justice of the World. Its bearer is entrusted to uphold righteousness, exercising the Emperor's power as if His Majesty were present.
Patriarch! Please, we need your help. Beasts are attacking from the east. I want to live to see my son's wedding.
Oh, come on! Your son is just 8! We need you more in the northeast, Patriarch! Those walls are about to collapse!
That's nonsense. Aren't you guarding the treasury? It's been the most fortified place for 2 centuries.
If the treasury falls, we're all in trouble, Patriarch! And you'll be saying goodbye to your pocket money!
Enough! You're more than capable of handling those beasts. Just stop bickering and focus on the fight. Forget it. Quiet down and take your children back to your quarters. No more talks. I'll handle this on my own. Those outsiders even left behind these purifiers. Such an unnecessary gesture. Damn! That's too many of them! I'll be exhausted at this rate. Those pesky beasts!
A spark of inspiration!
Step aside.
Youngsters these days. Shouldn't you at least say thank you, young man? Best you stay put for now. Get your people to bring a stretcher and carry you inside. You should avoid moving for 3 days.
Who are you exactly?
Me? Well, I've been pondering how to introduce myself to the descendants of the Tianli Clan. Unfortunately, I haven't found the right words. You can think of me as an old friend, a very, very old friend of your clan.
Thank you for your help. We Tianli people will surely repay your kindness.
No need for repayment. However, if you remain here, your safety would be in question. You're the Patriarch, right? Lead your people out of the city.
But I can't. We have an ancestral decree. We Tianli people must not leave this city unless absolutely necessary.
Your stubbornness is just like that of your ancestor. Well, it is absolutely necessary now. Your ancestor wouldn't fault you. Listen up. Time is running out. The trouble here is far from over. Seize this chance and evacuate your people from the mountain. Be quick. Will you adhere to tradition when your clan faces an unprecedented crisis? It's unwise to be rigid.
I understand.
Great. Oh, by the way, your skills are commendable. Your ancestor would be so proud of you. An old friend's help can only go so far. Stay safe, Li Chu.
How did he know my name? Have I ever met him before? No, wait. Why did he come out of our ancestral mansion?
We've retrieved the airdrop supplies, Master Yuan Chuan. Here's the list, and everything seems fine. The shell is a bit loose, but it won't be an issue. The sarcophagus parts for the dragon pillar are intact. Delphic Oracle's technology is truly reliable. And it's all thanks to the head librarian in Zero.
Thank you, head librarian. We'll be sealing off the beacon soon. You had a question for me earlier, head librarian, before the earthquake interrupted us. About the crane on Mount Tianque you were curious about. Yes, there is a crane that fits your description perfectly. It goes by the name Bifang. Indeed. Its a name steeped in ancient history, though largely forgotten now. Adza might have spoken of a crane that landed on Mount Tianque when Jixia founded our nation thousands of years ago. That crane was Bifang. Historical records show that Jixia cherished this crane, allowing it to freely roam the palace grounds. In his leisure moments, he would often visit Tianchi Lake to admire it. With time, the crane became synonymous with Jixia, reflected in all the bronze crane statues scattered across Xingyu City. And so, a nursery rhyme emerged. The mountain stands tall, the river shines bright. Bifang the bird brings peace in sight. Naturally, the mountain refers to Mount Tianque, and the river to the Grandeur River. As long as Bifang remains, peace will reign in the land. Yet should the crane vanish, Xia's fortunes would soon decline. In the realm of Hanzi dwells a bird much like a crane, with one leg, green plumes, and a white beak, known as Bifang. This unique bird seems to have been following you ever since you arrived in the city. Bifang, the legendary bird, returns after years untold. The city stands, timeless and bold, but its people, a different mold. Looks like the guardian of this city isn't too keen on letting us seal off the dragon pillar. its chirp seemed to be an invitation. Perhaps it's asking someone to join in its dance. Bifang's songs and dances were a highlight during the Xia festivals in Jixia's time. As for whom it's inviting,
What's that crane up to? Is it asking for food?
Or maybe it's trying to intimidate us? Our owls puff up their feathers like that when they want to scare off enemies.
I think it wants to play with us.
Here's the heart.
Look at its feathers. It seems like its life is from cerulean water.
You wouldn't want to get pricked by those feathers. No room for error.
Why did it suddenly take off flying? Is it trying to escape?
Get out of the way!
Then let's be a bit more serious.
We're here to stop the immortality from polluting the world.
Spark of inspiration!
Don't hold back. If it's invited us, we should give it our all as a sign of respect.
No room for error. Here's the heart.
Let it to fry! I am the plate!
One can accompany someone for 1,000 miles, but in the end, there's bound to be a parting. Since ancient times, death has been inevitable, and you are no exception. Well, Esteemed guests from far-off lands, now that we have a moment to rest, let me share a legend with you. A legend about immortality. That was a distant era.
This is wonderful, isn't it? Why is this happening? I haven't found its source in the end. That was quite a long dream.
trivial skill.
A spark of inspiration!
Flooding to fry!
Trivial skill.
Then let's be a bit more serious.
I am the plague! Trivial skill!
No room for error.
Trivial skill!
Then let's be a bit more serious.
Flooding to fry!
No room for error.
Then let's be a bit more serious.
Trivial skill!
A spark of inspiration!
Trivial skill! Trivial skill! Time to sound the retreat. When the Lord of Weaponry marches to battle,